you better take that off before I rip it off.
Okay. Hello everybody and welcome to season 1 episode 10 of solo leveling. What is this? A picnic? In the last episode we had just watched Jinu and the others get out of the dungeon and we left off with Juji and Jinu talking. I did give you guys a sneak peek of episode 10 for the first 2 minutes, so I will kind of breeze through that, but in case you didn't, I will still include it. If you watched the last episode, I was pretty incorrect about my theory of what was going to happen inside of the dungeon. I really genuinely thought everybody was going to be sacrificed and then come back with ultra superpowers just like Jinu has, but I was wrong. But that's okay, because part of the fun part is just guessing. I'm not entirely sure what the next episode or this episode is going to be about. I haven't read the synopsis yet. I'll do that in just a few minutes. But as far as I know, they're probably going to start dealing more with the guilds, specifically Eugen's, and pick up on what we were watching in episode 8. Since I am curious, the synopsis of this episode is: Jinu survives tragedy once again, but Wu Jinchul warns him that Huang Dongsu, an S-rank hunter, may be after his life. Determined to grow stronger, Jinu teams up with Jinho to raid a succession of C-rank dungeons, but they attract attention. I am excited to see Jinho and Jinwoo take on these C-rank dungeons. Hopefully it puts a little bit more of a positive twist possibly on what guilds can be and how they could be a bit more honorable, since they seem to be a bit corrupted. Can I say that? I mean, there's probably a silver lining, 2 sides to every coin when it does come to the guilds. Yes, there is good in them, but also there are probably a few elites that swoop in and corrupt it from the inside out. I mean, it only takes one bad apple. From the synopsis description alone, I am curious what attention they will be attracting. Obviously, B rank hunter. I think Jinho is C rank. Maybe these 2 hunters that are just, why are my ears itchy? They're just breezing through these dungeons and kind of want in on the deal. But instead of me theorizing about it, we could just watch the episode and actually find out. So on that note, let's go ahead and get into it.
But I purposely stuck with the D&E ranks.
So we watched this last episode at the
Low-ranked
end.
raids, I'm moving back home. So give me a heads up if you're ever in the area and I'll show you around.
Fair enough.
I think he's
When that happens, I'll cash
actually
in our rain check.
happy she's retiring, because that means he doesn't have to worry about her dying in the dungeons. Like, I think he's secretly like, yes. More reason
Frankly,
for
I
him to
don't
survive.
see an E-rank like you having a hand in Teshik's defeat. If you want to live a long life, then be careful. You and that D-rank may have painted targets on your backs.
Well,
The
Jinho
Dongseok's
is
brothers,
D rank.
Dongsu
I said
Hwang.
C.
You mean Dongsu Huang is in the S rank? For
Yeah.
real?
He's
Yes.
after you.
What
You
actually
better
happened
level up.
doesn't matter. S-ranks aren't bound by laws. So one of the monsters,
Scary.
I suggest you take your family and leave the country as soon as you can.
I don't know if
One
that'll
more
help.
reason I need to get stronger. I have to. Otherwise, I won't be able to survive.
Nope. That guy's gonna take your head off.
Gino? What am I looking at?
This is our strike team. When making my selection, people who are having trouble getting by. Can't raid C-rank gates without 8 people, and these want the cash.
Fair enough.
Is that a kid?
There
Minus
she
can raid
is.
as long, and she has, so it's
2 episodes, I asked where she
Excuse me.
was.
I'm a qualified hunter, not a kid.
Okay,
I'm
glad
guessing
they're
you're
bringing her
E rank.
back.
3 million big ones just for sitting around. Not half bad since you aren't required to fight, huh?
Clearly
You
she has
can't
an
talk
issue with
about it.
that.
If you go public with our deal, you'll have to pay us back 10 times what we paid you.
That's a
Got
good
from
way to keep
beating
people quiet.
Teshik.
It's a cool way to redeem that. Does it make him invisible or something?
This is a full suit of buff boosting armor special ordered from Italy.
He's so silly.
And
He looks
miles
like a
away.
Trojan. Might be a
Not
bit
to be
heavy.
mean, but you better take that off before I rip it off.
Wow. Okay.
Onward!
I love Jino.
Dude, I
The
swear
helmet
to- what
stays
did I
on.
just-
At least let me keep the helmet.
The helmet
Whatever.
stays on
Let's
during
go.
dungeon
Right.
runs.
C-rank dungeon isn't going to be cleared by a D and an E rank.
Little do they know. I
How
wonder
long has it been?
if she has a
I'd say about an hour now.
kind of like a
but it would
darker
take a
history
normal
to
squad at
herself
least
as well,
2
where she
hours to
really needs the
clear,
money.
so
I guess they ran away.
the gate's closing.
What?
They beat the boss?
What? That was like
All
2
right,
minutes.
let's get going.
Wait, he's a hand in a
Finding all the
pocket.
mana crystals over here.
Sounds good.
Don't
forget to lock up. And he gets to level up, so it's perfect. Win-win. But man,
Rip
is it
wolf.
useful. Fighting's easy when your opponent can't see you.
Okay, so it does make him invisible.
I feel unstoppable.
Don't get cocky now. We
On
know what
job
happens
today.
when that
As
happens.
soon as I saw
It'd be a lot handier if
I wish I could just buy
Should
stuff
I
from a virtual
take this
store,
momentum all the way to the demon castle.
like in my brain, and it just shows up in my hand.
I probably fall somewhere between B and A rank as I am now. Try taking on that dungeon.
Oh, I forgot about that.
A job change quest?
Manager on! Look at this.
Maybe being a guild master?
What you got, Geach? Who in their right mind blows that much money on the permit for a C-rank gate once, let alone multiple times?
Leaving nothing for our guild's lower rank hunters.
Never heard of this squad or this Gino
It's not a very good way to lay low.
Seems excessive for a rich kid playing hunter. You rank Ginu Sung?
They threw together a band of misfits and randos. It's hard to say what they're planning.
Oh,
Is this the same Ginu Sung? There's
just
something
pretend it's
here.
not.
Well, you won't hear me complain.
I love that they're just having a little picnic.
Thought we were pressed for time. But, on to the next.
Want me to drive? It'd be nice to have something to do.
I know, I think I would get really
What?
bored just waiting around, even if I was
Nothing.
just getting paid.
You think Ginu Sung reawakened?
Just a handful of survivors
Crazy.
for each incident, and Sung was always among them.
You could just be really,
So where are you
really
headed now,
lucky.
Manager on?
There's a promising rookie out there I'd like to go scout.
Hi.
That blue light is a gate, yeah? Is it okay for you to be this close?
If you're a hunter, then are you on the strike team in charge of this gate? Sorry for disturbing you. You be careful, little lady.
Are we
Little
really
lady.
leaving now?
Get ready to move out, guys.
Oh. Just walked away at the perfect time.
Hey, do you have any raids scheduled for tomorrow? I remembered there's something I gotta go do.
Jump scare. It's editing, Gilly. Yeah, I just realized that Janu said that he had something to go do, and that's obviously has to do with the job request change. So ignore me thinking he's going on a romantic date with Juji. Just ignore me. I just was wishful thinking.
So, can I take off
Want me to cancel?
and waste money?
I can hold on to them for another 2 days.
Okay, in that case, why don't we go ahead and delay?
What is this? Is this... Oh yeah, I was wondering if this was his memory since he like left behind that island. I see why he wants to do his task by himself.
Almost time.
I apologize if this is sudden, Hunter.
Why
Sung.
are their eyes like that?
The
They're
name Sangmin An, and
so
I'm currently
cracked
the
out
manager of
looking.
the But White Tiger isn't just a great guild; it's one of the country's best.
Oh,
To
so
help
now
us
he's getting
climb even
recruited.
higher, We'll
Bro,
pay
his
double
eyes
what
are
Eugene
freaking me
Construction
out.
does. And if you have any additional conditions, just let me know. And how's that? For someone who was E rank a few short months ago, this
He's
is
like, I'm
quite the
totally
bargain.
normal and I will give you
He's
whatever you
bound
want.
to say
What's White Tiger HQ valued at?
it's probably appraised somewhere around 50 billion or so.
Then your entire HQ is the offer?
Because he's getting 30 billion.
30 billion?
You said you'd
It would be
double that,
interesting if you
which is
got
what-
the entire building.
If you
I'm sure once I discuss it with the brass, though,
No need.
I was too desperate.
I'm curious how you found out about me. It's not because you've been snooping around, is it?
Oh, where did he?
Oh, he uses stealth.
Sorry, I meant no harm in researching you.
Everyone's gonna want
But
him now.
Don't turn around.
Wait, he's scary.
Apart from yourself, Mr. On, just how many people know about me? Word should get out about me. You two will be the first people I suspect.
Ooh.
Well, I'm here on official
Shanu.
guild business. I don't want to die, so I'll see to it that we both keep our mouths shut.
I never stopped to think monopolizing the gates would cause
Oh
trouble.
my god, he's such a...
My turn to say sorry
Bad.
now. Because we are
But
going to continue.
no.
We could make a deal. You won't be raiding C-rank dungeons anytime soon if you let this offer slide.
If you could lower the price to 200 million at least, then
Works
I would.
for me. Seems we have ourselves a deal.
Something
Okay,
suspicious about
deal.
this.
Close your eyes and open your mouth, please. I assure you this gift...
Is he gonna make it so he can never say...
Did my
Oh, I thought he was giving him something to where he would never be able to tell anybody about Janu's secret. That would have been cool.
If you don't go blab my secret, then yes, Mr. On. I'll trust you.
600 mil is really there.
That worked out perfect.
Let's call it a trade
Is he gonna go
secret.
see Juji?
There's a ton of C-rank gates in our area now?
Eugene Construction only bought the 3 we purchased from them. The rest are all selling for 70 million or less, so it seems Hunter Sung totally tricked you, sir.
A message? Oh,
This is Chino-sung. With this, we're even.
at least I earned your trust.
I think he respects him a little,
Tricky as
yeah.
you are.
Job change quest. Well, should be interesting.
What do we think that could mean? Okay, I like that episode. It was definitely a progression of the storyline of which I was curious about. I like how they kind of give us this slice of life, then something that will progress on the kind of more minute details and finer details like the guild stuff and the inner workings of the Hunters Association. And then you get a dungeon episode or like an action episode sort of. So for the show as a whole, I really like how they balance that. I feel like you always know what to expect, which makes it very predictable, but also makes it really well balanced. So I like that. I feel silly, but I really don't know what a job change could mean, honestly. I'm still racking my brain on what that could mean, especially since he's driving towards it. I don't know if he's just thinking about what it is or is he driving to what that job change could be. The system give him a prompt to go somewhere? I doubt it, but I'm just curious about that. I'm glad they re-included Janu's little sister's friend, who we haven't seen in a while. I knew she needed to come back in soon because she seemed way too jealous and way too adamant about doing something with her hunter skills to not come back into the show. So I'm very curious about her character development. I'm really curious about Janu's mom's character development still. I know we're working towards that because he needs to go back to the dungeon, get the ingredients for the Elixir of Life recipe. I definitely can see that the bricks have been laid, so I think I can kind of see where it's progressing to. I'm definitely just excited to see everything develop, especially come episode 11. I'm tempted to watch it now. I am curious how you guys like the sneak peek preview. I showed 2 minutes of this episode in the last video at the end of it. Did you guys like that? Do you guys care? Would you guys rather bloopers? Would you guys rather sneak peeks or previews? I'm just trying to figure out what works. I'm happy to do anything. I'm here to please. I think just for a little treat for myself, I'm gonna go ahead and watch the first 2 minutes of episode 11 and include it in this. Okay, so this is where he's driven to.
To level 40 for this thing to even pop up. And I've been given plenty of time to decide if I want to do it or not.
I wonder if there'd be any
But it's
real
also
penalty
safe
to not
assume this
accepting
will
it.
let me earn the skills best suited to my job.
Fair to assume.
This quest will make me stronger.
He drives a Jeep.
Yes.
What the heck?
I forgot to do my daily quest.
Is he ever gonna
It's
come
almost
back?
like everything leading up to this was prep for the real game. At least it won't be boring.
Okay, that's a good stopping point. I'm glad I watched that. I needed to know. That was the first minute-ish, almost 2 minutes of episode 11. You need to know where that ends for sure. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I always appreciate everybody who comes and watches and leaves a comment and likes these and still follows along. It means a lot to me. I know I'm not great at these and I always stress myself out by recording these and editing them at the very last minute. It wouldn't be me if I didn't do all of that, so oh well. And if you ever want to join, I actually stream on Twitch Wednesday through Saturday and we talk about all sorts of things all the time. So if you ever want to join and catch me, I would love to see you in there. We do all sorts of fun stuff, cooking streams, Just Dance, chatting, playing video games. It's a great time and it's literally my favorite thing to do. I've been streaming for 12 years now. Anyways, if you're not already following me on all my socials, I will leave it in the description below. If you're not already in the Discord, you're always welcome to join. We have a great community there. Other than that, I will see you guys next Saturday at 12 p.m. CT with episode 11, A Knight Who Defends an Empty Throne. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!